never really saw the light of day. And that's, your strongest point. You are a storyteller, and people should know your story. And where you are now, musically, it's no longer about, having girls around the pool, having parties and what. Let the music speak to where you are and what you want people to see you as.
Speak your truth.
Just put yourself out there and let people relate to your life journey. And the first track we did actually is a true story of what happened to me December 2019 when I got robbed in Durban. Gunpoint, 2 guns to my head. And they robbed me of close to 100K. And the dangerous part about that experience was that the people who robbed me, I actually knew who they were. So it was very dangerous because they could actually eliminate me just so that I don't, expose them.
Yeah.
But somehow, I don't know what happened on that day, but I know somebody was protecting me, because I'm still here today, unharmed, and I've lived to tell the tale. Because throughout that ordeal, I was just thinking about my little boy, my little girl, my wife, and I'm like, if I'm to go now, what's going to happen to them? And I came back, I sat down, I reflected on my life, and I was like, but I've been through a lot. I've seen a lot. I've been broke. I've been ditched. I've been alone. I've been through all these things. I've been back. I need to tell my stories. Yeah. And the first song that we did for the project is called Overcome. And it features Tshepole Sole. I've been working with Tshepole Sole for the longest. He knows. When I go into studio, he knows what I want.
Shout out to the maestro.
Yes, and he just laid the chords. Like, okay. I told him this is what I want to do. These are the lyrics to the song, and I actually want you on it. He's like, okay, cool. Let's do it. Just like that.
Met the man, you wouldn't quite understand, but yeah.
Yeah, he just says, okay.
That's T-less for you.
He's like, okay, let's do it. Yeah. And then he starts laying the chords. And then he's like, yeah, no, I'm ready, let's do it. Oh, so the song was born. A big song. And it actually sets the mood to the rest of the project. It will be the reference track to the rest of
the piece and open the phone lines so you can get to speak to the man. 17103 17103 for your short messages, and 3161 3161006 for your live calls, and that's on the other side.
Kgwarela Bridge Marathon on Saturday, the 25th of February. Runners, walkers, come take on the iconic
genius right there.
What's that?
That's a genius right there.
Yeah, no, facts and facts. Facts and facts. He's been doing my radio drops for as long as I've been on radio. You know what I mean? And like we could go for forever without working. But when we get together, it's like I never left. It's like he never left. You know what I mean?
He just knows who does with which sound.
And I think for the most part, I'm more comfortable with, like if I've spent time around Eddie, I know that Eddie would read me without me saying too many things to him, you know what I mean? Yes. And that makes, that puts your mind at ease, because then you can worry about other things. But now when I'm sitting there and I'm like, but is Eddie going to do X, Y, Z? Is this going to be done? You know what I mean? Then it becomes too much.
Yes.
You know, like when you're young, maybe you have the energy, but once you have other responsibilities and you understand the essence of time and delivery and people's expectations and this and the other, then it becomes another narrative altogether.
You should be in there and out, do other things. Yes, and I'm very comfortable with him that I can do my project, leave it with him.
Yeah.
So I go up to him.
Yeah.
I have 2 hooks, and I'm like, okay, I've got this idea. I want to do this song, and I want to do this song because I write all the music.
Yeah.
I actually come up with the melody for the hook, including the words, and then he just takes the words and then sings because he's a better singer.
Yeah.
Obviously. So, and I was like, I've got these 2 hooks. Which one are you comfortable doing? He's like,
Yeah.
hey, let's do Overcome.
Yeah.
And then the guy just killed it. I killed it. And there were the 2 guys, the Ramatabi brothers,
Yeah.
the Silas and Jezreel, equally talented guys.
Yeah.
Hey, they nearly killed me because I'm working with Tempo on this one, and they wanted to,
They wanted to
this
jump
song.
on.
Yes.
Oh, shame.
They will never move me. Swamp on the kids of Magale now, Mama Rile. The bank and your test, the body book of Cosquele. The 12 in the 1 room with 2 Bagadi Keres. Revola the line for the Jones of Mabi Bele. I'm waiting for the day when the change will come away. Get up like a rake is all the one of away. Jesus, take the wheel. The mice at the Morena tell us how many months up, but let's a little one day. I've overcome. The precious time will take on. I've overcome. The precious time will take on. I've overcome. I'm getting stronger and stronger with time. I've overcome. I've overcome. The precious time will take on. I've overcome. The precious time will take on. I've overcome. I'm getting stronger and stronger with time. Now, Lururi and Leloma actually my kids. These are the ones I'm rapping about here.
Okay.
Lururi is on about the giddy on a hall of at least I'm alive to feed the Lururi and Lelomo. In the negativity, I'm counting my blessing. Cause if it wasn't, I'll be 6 feet in the coffin. We'll hold a job, we'll get we're going to tell a job. Kaila media kata hobo sabella jam. Give a hot pull up and get broke. I'm a joke and then got a jolly. Hey, kid you bony. My life is not a bed of roses, jack about Jovi. For everybody meaning. Whole story. Never tadi ya ribotelo kaborata nele bakobona phansi bakase kwebelete bakambadi kapo bakwaraga dikokote. Talk behind the back na bona sekopase.
And this is taken from his third studio offering titled Paul the Gift. Overcome, hanging out with T-Les, that's Tsepo Lusole. And to a person who listens to this song and they've heard their fair share of life, curved balls and misfortunes, what would you like for them to draw? What energy would you like for them to draw? What inspiration would you like for them to draw from a piece like this?
I'm glad you actually said inspiration, because that's exactly what the song speaks to. Inspiration. It's a song of hope. Like, you can go through all these things. As long as you wake up in the morning and face a new day, there's new challenges ahead of you, there's new hope, there's new goals to achieve, you're gonna make it. One day is one day, you're gonna make it. I can't say better than that. It's look, if it doesn't kill you, is you're gonna be a better person. That's just what it is. And there's a higher power looking at you, looking over you, protecting you and guiding you, and one day you'll see why you had to go all through that.
Nice. Do your parents listen to your music?
Oh! Hi. Yeah, okay, my parents do listen to my music.
Oh.
My parents do listen to my music. My wife listens to my own music. My kids listen to my music. There's my sister who keeps reminding me that can I have to listen to all these songs you sing every day, everything you write you sing to me and stuff like that. So yes, my parents listen to my music. They're very critical of my music. And the last song, Overcome, my mom was listening to it the other day, and there's a line where I say Red 12 sleeping in a one room, and he's like, son,
Usho.
son, 12 in a one room. But you guys are only 3, you know. But you know, I was just trying to paint a picture.
A picture, yes, you know, yes. Because sometimes it can be 3, but it feels like you're 12.
You know,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know that there are kids who actually have a brighter future from coming from one room, and they had to study using a candle. You know, some people are privileged to actually have electricity so that they can study.
And for the most part, sorry to catch you there. For the most part, the sole reason why my first question to you was for the audience, for someone who listens to this, you know, them being able to relate. There's a person who listens to this piece and they're like, there was 12 of us growing up, you know, and we didn't quite have a house big enough to accommodate all of us.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So metaphors and wordplay and you know, you imagining, if not you using the voice or the great to speak someone's truth. For me, that's you know, where artistry, that's where the craft naturally gets to link all of us.
Exactly. You know, that's if you are an artist and you are able to put yourself in somebody else's shoe,
yes, sir,
take somebody else's story and say it, that is how a song will have longevity, and that is how people can relate to your music.
Yes, sir.
Because I think right now what is happening in our industry, people in Botswana used to love listening to dance music or fast-paced music.
Yeah.
But over the years, as we grow, we tend to slow down, and now we want to listen to lyrics and make, you know, we need to understand the music and what somebody is saying, not just dancing. So yes, I think right now where our industry is going, or the artists who grew up with me, the direction they are taking, if you can listen to them, they actually go into the studio to tell a story. It's not just music.
Yes, sir.
You know, there's a word for that, huh? Maturity.
And that's where we are. We are grown folks now.
Ashy elbows, aka ashy elbows.
I'm mature enough to say that.
Uncle Eddie.
Yes, sir. Mr. Eddie to some even. So, and this man knows about it. We're talking about labs and rules and,
yes,
and all of that.
Yes,
so, but that's a fact. I mean, it's you know, music has always been a form of expression, right? And it allows us to kind of take a step back, and even as an artist, it's as if you're a fan of yourself. True. And you're hearing your story through your own words, right?
Yeah. Yes,
and
yes.
you get to reminisce, and not many people are able to do that. So that song, I'll tell you, it's gonna save many lives, right? In the sense of people not being stuck in one place or in a loop, just saying, okay, this happened, you know, I'm still here.
Still here.
So best thing I can do is just to keep moving, I guess, to keep pushing, to keep, you know, and overcoming is it's a daily thing.
Fact.
Yes,
you know,
yes.
It's a daily thing.
Every day you overcome something.
That's right. Yes. It's a daily thing. Just waking up in the morning and then reaching 10 p.m. and lying in bed before you have made it through the day. You know, that is a huge achievement. So nah, I just want to say the if that's the tone of the album, then hey man,
we're on to something special.
Count me in to consume that. You know, to consume that happily.
And sorry to come in. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's all good, bro.
I think I'm very passionate about this part of our discussion because if you listen to the music, most people haven't actually seen me perform, and there's a reason for that. I think for my kind of music, or the direction I want to take right now, it's about time we went live with the music. This is the type of music that crosses over, whether it's mainstream, whether it's church, whether it's corporate gigs, whether it's what they can actually call you to come and say,
my brother,
I want to hear this.
This is a church song right here.
Yep.
I'll tell you that right now.
And for you to have sat down and in you conceptualizing the project or this particular piece, and you said, I would like for the contribution of person X. There was a reason. And when you say, there's someone who's, watching over us, someone who's guiding our every step, I think for the most part, when mom, rest her spirit, when mom used to force me to go to church every Sunday, I'm like, but I'd rather hang out with that person. Can you leave me by this person's house and you find me there when you get back
from church?
And years on, after her, her transitioning, I look back and I'm like, okay, this is the seed that she was planting.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So when we get older, we then get clarion of, where, how, which one.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
For you, when you say at a certain age or at a certain phase of your life, you tend to slow down and you tend to pay attention to details. You know what I mean? There's a reason for that.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And it's okay,
Yes. Oh yes.
Some people think when
don't fight it.
When you when you grow into yourself, right? And you really, because I call it embodying who you've become.
Yes, sir.
Right? Because when you're stuck in the past, it's like you're refusing to accept that you're here.
Yes.
Right? But when you embody yourself, it's okay to switch it up.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know if you remember when Kobe had to switch his game.
Yeah.
Because his knees were gone.
Yeah.
If you remember, Muhammad Ali later on in his fights had to switch his style. Why? Because his knees were gone.
Yeah.
Yes.
So even in music, even in life, in whatever we do, even in socialization, right? Even in the conversations we have, at a certain point, hey man, it's about grown conversation. And when we say grown, we're not saying no. We're saying you're looking at the details. We're not just peppering over things. And RB2 is grown.
Facts
So
and facts.
it's about time RB2 also has grown conversations.
Exactly.
This is what we're doing right now.
17103 17103 for your short messages. 3161 006 3161 006. That's for your live calls. 17103 17103. Got a text message from DBIB. Locked and loaded on 103.0. Thank you kindly, ma'am. Got another text message from Kat. Thank you kindly, Kat, for gracing us with your presence. And I'm not too certain I understand this one, Eddie.
You're bringing me into
it's
it.
IDK, yes, because you
IDK, okay.
You deal with young
Okay,
people.
IDK,
You know what I mean?
that's cool.
IDK surprised me. I believe IDK is short for I would like to.
IDK usually hey,
I don't know.
We're exposing
yeah,
ourselves
so-
right now.
We're exposing how. No, but IDK should be short for I don't know.
Three old men trying to figure out what
It's okay. We've embraced where we are in life, and it's okay.
Oh man, this is content for radio right here.
Where I am right now, IDK will be short for I don't know.
That's where
But
I
now
am.
what follows? If you
Exactly.
put now in context, that's why I
Exactly.
said I'm confused.
So
Because it says,
I'm right there. I'm right there with you.
I don't know. Surprise me.
So I don't know.
IDK, I don't know.
Joe Lava sends his regards as well. He's watching.
What's up?
He's watching online
Lava,
all
Lava?
the way. And then Kwaito Twak Gang sends a heart emoji and fist bump.
Okay, that's for Lex, definitely. Yeah, I'll take the fist bump. Lex will keep the heart.
One love.
Because they love it. No, because they love in the music.
Yeah.
One love. I think that means one love. I think that that's what it means.
That's me exposing myself yet again.
No, it's fine.
I stay at it. I stay consistent with it. 31610006 or 31610006 for your live calls, or 17103. Northern Lurge Rhyme Nation, that's where we are. Do get to like the page. Do get to become part of the conversation. 17103, 17103, or 31610006. 31610006. Gero in the house. The man grew up in your city. LOB, that's for a fact. He has been rapping LOB for a while. Saroe, if you're out there, the man lives, breathes, that are part of the Republic. 17103, 17103, or 31610006. 31610006. In terms of while we're still waiting on either text or live calls, in terms of window, how long are we waiting for? When do we see the project finally dropping, sir? No pressure.
None whatsoever.
Good music takes time.
Yes, sir.
That's facts. But not too long.
Not too long. Not too long.
Let's not be.
Look,
let's not be Dr. Dre up in here. But
He
sorry.
talks.
Yeah. Look, I've got stories to tell.
Yeah.
I've got stories to tell. I was sitting down with my producer the other day, and he's like, "Okay, when is the album out?" And I was like, "Okay, I'm waiting for the executive producer, Debo. He's coming end of this month, and we will know when we drop him. But for sure, I can assure, before winter, we should have dropped the full project.
I'll hold you to that.
Yes, please do.
I know where your kids go to school.
Well, they were close today. Yeah, they'll be back on Monday, but
yes.
No pressure.
You'll wait.
Okay. So we're looking at before winter.
Before winter, yes.
And
the visual, the video, March for Overcome.
No.
We're looking at March.
Okay.
That's me tying down to dates.
Let me ask this. Because it seems like the album has certain themes attached to it, and so I wanted to find out what if you're okay with sharing what those themes are here, or if you'd rather like we just wait for it to come out and we experience it.
Even if I talk about it,
you're
still going to experience it because I'm bringing a side that people are not used to. They're used to me going hungry up on features. Yeah. Because if you bring me on a feature, I'll bring that energy with me because I know I'm in competition. And if I'm alone, I'm in my own league where I do best.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I bring the best when I'm alone. But then this time around, I'm focused on a topic that, I unpack.
It's a concept, basically.
Yes, so the whole concept about the album is about life in general, the wins, the losses, the profits. And I feature amazing vocalists. I love people who sing on hooks. But that does not mean that the whole album will have those. There are obviously those.
I'm not personally, I don't mind. I don't mind if it's church grooves from track from beginning to end. Because you know why I'm saying that? It's because I'm so happy about this song because you're not scared to transition.
Yes.
You see?
Yes.
Like I said, this song can play at a bar today, at a church tomorrow, at a game the next day. Because Overcome is such a universal theme.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, it is.
It applies everywhere.
Yes.
And the lack of, or let me not say lack of overcoming that fear, because as hip hop we usually have fear of transitioning because we don't know if we're gonna be accepted or if we're gonna sound corny,
or you be able to carry your following
into that new space. But just going into there has allowed for the listeners to appreciate, and not just any brand of hip hop. It's local.
Yes,
right.
It's
local, so it's more like, so this is kind of like poetry, right? But he's just rapping a little bit faster than we're used to listening when we listen to poetry.
Yes.
So it really is allowing that growth and that maturity, and it's telling our young guys to say, hey, it's okay to rap about your experiences,
and it's okay to rap about God.
Yes. Yes. You should actually.
If you listen to today's music, whoever, J. Cole, Drake, whoever, DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, they rap about God these days because that's where they are in life.
Yeah.
Real Mahosi transitioned. They even had a name change
JIK.
to JIK.
Yes, sir.
And
we actually dropped one of their pieces not too long ago.
Yes, and we're actually gonna work on something.
Nice.
You heard it here first. Chabito. we stay at it. We stay at it. I'm just saying.
Yes. A lot of artists locally now, I don't know why I keep saying local, because a lot of artists in our country actually are going that route. If you listen to most of the music now, they actually make reference to God, because they know that as much as they are living and having the times of their life, there's a higher power.
There's a higher power.
You show them the way to, and even when they're grown, they'll always remember. And that's why I said, when my queen used to make me go to church on a Sunday when I had wanted to be someplace else, now I know. Now I understand why.
And it's funny, I always say, if your foundation was church, even if you go out there to the clubs, even if you go there to the bars or whatever, the foundation will always remain. And that is why grooving a church song.
You'll be of course.
See, they'll stop
and
they'll sing and they'll start crying.
That's right.
Because the foundation has been laid.
That's right.
And it's all, we just need to accept that that's who we are.
Facts.
Yes, and we shouldn't hide it. Facts.
Absolutely. I'm just all for that real and true expression, right? Because I feel like a lot of artists, so let me move away from the rap, a lot of artists look at their art form like a job, right? It's like, okay, I need to make this amount of money to do this and do that and do that, when at its core, your art is a way to express yourself.
Exactly.
You have, and most of us already have jobs.
Yeah. Yes.
We already have jobs. So what do you want to do? You want to have one job over here for one, and then still
feel like you work in a job.
You know what I'm saying?
When you're supposed to now be, expressing,
let your
heart out. Let your truth be heard.
Exactly. It's just that artists are in such a beautiful position that your expression can also get you paid.
Exactly.
You see? Facts. So, and people will gravitate towards how genuine you are.
Yes.
Because if you want to sound like the most popping guy who's out right now, people will see through it. They'll be like, nah, this person is not authentic.
Exactly.
But if you're yourself and you're talking about facts and real life experiences, people will gravitate towards it, whether they like. And it's not even a question of whether you like it or not. You will gravitate towards it because it's that real.
I would like for us to just put a bit of clarity to this.
Okay.
Because often the time this medium can be somebody sent in a text message last night, and I'm trying to remember the exact words they used. This was at the backdrop of me saying I'm unable to play a song a listener had requested for, because of how the system has since been set up. So this guy says no, but it's because you think you are all of that in a bag of chips. That is the problem. So that's how this person felt. That no, we understand what you're saying, but you also are a problem because you are full of yourself.
What?
Yes.
I heard.
No, but I'm saying I need for us to understand where we are as a people, and this is in reference to what Lex is working with right now.
Yeah.
That this music is meant to heal. It's meant to soothe.
Yeah.
It's meant to help us see life through a different light altogether. True. Because you have people who are really hurting out there.
And they're taking it out on everybody.
Every opportunity they get to say something which is not really nice, they'll. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So when a person does that, Lex, I don't sit there and think, no, but how are you going to talk to me like that? You understand what I mean? I sit back because I've been on this platform for a while to understand that there's someone who's listening to me who's not going through a jolly moment like me, like the next person, right?
Yes.
And for you to disregard that, then you're doing a disservice to your audience.
True.
You know what I mean? So the person who sent us that text message that got us confused and we were laughing at ourselves now thinks that we were laughing at the text that they sent.
Oh
Because
no.
the follow up to that is, yo, you really think that's funny?
Well,
It's funny because we were confused and we were laughing at
I was
ourselves.
gonna say that. Yeah, it is funny, but it's funny because you've got three old men.
Yes.
Trying to
Who couldn't
decipher,
figure out
trying
what
to
you
decipher
were-
a message.
Yes.
And it's not you.
No.
It's us. We couldn't figure it out. That's all.
Thank you. Thank you.
But-
now that we got that out of the way and out and clear, you know what I mean? I will not be catching.
But did they clarify though? Like,
No, they didn't. They just shot straight to what
so we're
maybe they took offense
so
to.
so we're still in the dark, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe after this, now that we have since brought clarity to the fact that we're not laughing at their text, we're laughing at ourselves for not knowing what they were communicating. Then maybe they can put out.
Yeah, please just clarify the message.
It'll be nice.
It's okay.
It'll be nice.
Also, the
Educated.
the conversation we're having, right, is it's very opposite of what you're accusing us of doing, because we're having a very positive conversation.
Thank you, Eddie.
And that means we're gonna keep it positive naturally, So
and that is us overcoming that part of
that's right.
Church.
That's right.
Sure. Lex, for the benefit of touched by the music, for those who would like to speak more, for those who would like to learn from you, for those who would like to work with you, how can they get a hold of you, and all of that you would like to share to wrap up our conversation?
There's a guy I discovered.
No.
May he soul rest in peace. This one of those moments where we slow down.
Yes, sir. I can even bring down that music.
Yeah, may his soul rest in peace. Look, what I'm working on with this project, that guy, it's who I am now. But he did it best because he didn't move away from and relate to him very easy. May his soul rest in peace, Drummer Boy. Wherever he is, he knows he's looking down on us, and he sees that we playing his music, and his music is gonna live forever because people can relate. Yes. And that is what I'm trying to bring across. There's so much that this project has. Not only this type of music, it's on the positive side, and I want people to experience that other side, because right now where we are, people are now really listening to our music, and the fact that too has the game increased our quota, even what we can create, just how much. My name on Facebook, easy for family and kid, because look, if you are in it happen.
That's right. That's right.
And the news are coming right up.
In 1 minute.
Digitalization is instrumental in the use of travel for the future and risks and childhood diseases. Good evening, I'm Bakam Mohobo for Arizona News at 8 p.m. The President, Dr. KCC, says digitization has been instrumental in the attainment of the remarkable initiative of enhancing national identity document to become. Speaking at the official launch at Mamuno Border Post, Dr. Masi said it is imperative to continue to harness the benefits of the advanced technologies of the fourth industrial revolution. He said this will assist in modernizing information technology systems efficiently opportunities. The President said the new technologies have shaped and will continue to transform the way we live, communicate, work, interact, and do business. He said it is critical to continuously identify opportunities become a travel document. The Assistant Minister of Education and Skills Development, Mr. Obrile Sasu, says research